Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Frenkie de Jong, as this report is claiming that Barcelona and Chelsea are close to reaching an 80 million euro agreement for Frenkie de Jong. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It has been reported that Chelsea are currently preparing an offer for the 33-year-old Barcelona striker. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona and Chelsea are close to reaching an agreement for midfielder Frenkie de Jong, with a report from Dario Sport confirming that the Premier League giants are willing to pay more than 80 million euro, including variables, for the Dutchman. The aforementioned outlet has confirmed that the figures have already been put on the table and the conditions very much match Barcelona's valuation of the player. Hence, both Barca and the Blues are assured that a favorable agreement will be reached. However, for Barca to finalize the operation, they must convince Frenkie de Jong to leave in the summer. For now, the team has already approved his departure, but the player has been reluctant to part ways. Now, there are several facets to this story. For once, he still believes that he can be a potent weapon to Xavi, but for an economic standpoint, it is getting difficult for Barca to continue with the Dutchman with his current figures. For that, they have put forward a proposal that if he wishes to continue, he must lower his current wages. Meanwhile, it must also be noted that the team still owes him a significant amount of money as part of his deferral wages, which is one of the reasons why he has rolled out the exit so far. As of today, Barcelona have decided to listen to Chelsea's proposal, something that they also did with Manchester United, with whom an agreement in principle was reached. Chelsea made their entry after Manchester United decided to explore other options, and now that they are willing to pay 80 million euros for the midfielder, Barcelona will look to convince him to assess the option. It is understood that while de Jong is in fact an important member of the team, he holds the key for Barcelona to register their new signings. Furthermore, if anything goes south in that regard, Barcelona will have to ask Frenkie de Jong to leave. However, with a valid contract until 2026, the player holds a key to everything. Frenkie de Jong continued to face a very tough and turbulent time at FC Barcelona these past few weeks. Chelsea, who just entered the fray not too long ago, are now going very serious about Frenkie, to the extent of closing in to an agreement with FC Barcelona over an 80 million deal worth the contract, which includes the variables, that is the add-ons. But as we all know, football these days, the player has the highest say. Like how United came to an agreement with FC Barcelona, but nothing has worked out so far because Frenkie de Jong said no. So Barcelona still need to do some convincing. After an agreement with Chelsea will be complete, they need to convince the player to accept to depart. But even though the likelihood, as we all know, is Frenkie de Jong to say no, which will just make things more complicated for Barcelona. Frenkie de Jong is being owed a large sum of money, 18 million euros in deferral payments. And one of the reasons why he does not want to go is because of that. And also he wants to go to a club that competes in Europe, plays Champions League football, a club that has aspirations with a good plan. And knowing fully well how Xavi has been building FC Barcelona, especially this season, signing top quality players, Frenkie de Jong really wanted to be part of this setup under Xavi. That is why he is not happy at all with the way things have been for him so far. So let's see if Chelsea succeed to convince the player to depart. Some days back we got reports of Chelsea going for an offer only if, after discussing with the players camp, they accept. But I don't know if they just try to, they hasten up to just agree, go into negotiation with FC Barcelona. Why maybe not talking with the player already? Because before going to negotiations with FC Barcelona, they might maybe still talk with Frenkie de Jong to see if he can give the green light, but nothing has been said so far about that. So which means Chelsea just entered into negotiations with FC Barcelona for a potential move for the midfielder. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I got a feeling that he can still accept Chelsea. Chelsea plays Champions League football. Chelsea these days is far better than Manchester United, right? Nobody can argue about that. So interesting to see how things will look like in the upcoming days when it comes to Frenkie de Jong situation. Premier League have already started. La Liga starts on Saturday, so maybe Frenkie de Jong will play the La Liga, but does not guarantee the fact that he will stay at Barca because his future at Barca is very, very, very much uncertain. So let's see what happens as the day goes by. Then on to the next story of discussion. As Barcelona struggle to register their new signings in light of financial crisis, Chelsea are prepared to take advantage of their opportunity by landing a few of their top players. One of the players who has emerged on the radar of the Premier League giants is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The FC Barcelona striker is currently on high on the list of targets for Thomas Tuchel as he looks to show up his options in the attacking unit. According to The Telegraph, Chelsea are even weighing up a new bid for Aubameyang, who has worked with Tuchel in the past during their time together at Dortmund. In fact, Aubameyang established himself as one of the top strikers in Europe during his time under Tuchel. He racked up as many as 79 goals in just 95 competitive matches under the German tactician. Aubameyang had an excellent record in the Premier League as well, especially before the appointment of Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. He scored 92 goals in 163 appearances for the Gunners overall, the majority of which came in the first few years. Even at Barcelona, the Gabonese international has hit the ground running, racking up 13 goals in just 23 competitive matches. It has put him on the crosshair of Tuchel as he looks to find a reliable goal scorer, especially after the departure of Romelu Lukaku. The Belgian international had rejoined Inter Milan on a loan deal, while Timo Werner has returned to RB Leipzig, effectively leaving Chelsea without any reliable number 9 heading into the new season. The addition of Aubameyang therefore could go a long way in offering some depth in goal-scoring unit for the Blues. The report suggests that Aubameyang is happy with his life at Barca, but he is open to considering offers from the clubs. Barca, however, themselves are not too keen on offloading the former Borussia Dortmund star, but in light of their current economic situation, they could be forced to consider offers. I really hope and I really pray that this deal does not go through, because I still don't get it why there should be any possibility whatsoever for Barca to even offload Aubameyang to Chelsea. Aubameyang is a top quality player, a good backup striker to Robert Lewandowski, and selling Aubameyang will be a very big mistake. Aubameyang is a world-class striker that we need. We really need Aubameyang because he has an eye for goal. So selling him will not be a great deal for me. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.